Hi, I'm Dempsey Palat, and this week I'm reviewing
40-year-old version.
Now before we start off, as always, I just want to take a quick second to remind you guys to make sure you hit that like button if you liked today's video, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well for more new movie-related content weekly. But without further ado, let's jump into today's film. The 40-year-old version was written by, directed by, and stars Radha. And the film revolves around a struggling playwright on the cusp of 40 who decides she wants to try her hand at hip-hop. However, in the process of making a mixtape, she finds herself torn between the world of theater she's always known and the exciting new prospect of reinventing herself as a rapper. Now, there have been countless movies made that document midlife crises, but never has there ever been one quite like this. Yes, it does capture the struggles that most people experience as they get older, but there are two important things that set it apart from all the rest. The first being the fact that, well, it's told from the perspective of a woman of color. And the second is the fact that all of the problems she experiences over the course of the film aren't necessarily problems that she has with herself. Instead, they derive from the figurative boxes that people constantly put her in. One of the film's most prominent themes is the idea of success. Can it be defined by how you look or how you feel, where you've been or where you're going? Our main character sees success in the form of her own accomplishments, and while she is pretty accomplished on paper, there are constantly people that she encounters who tell her that her work isn't good enough or that she isn't good enough. And yeah, that rejection does bum her out, but it ultimately puts her on a path to realizing that the only person's permission that she needs is her own. This film's got a beautiful message about how potential doesn't expire, and I find it so fitting that this is really Blank's first big project. Despite it being somewhat autobiographical, with Blank actually being a playwright and having dabbled in rap, as we see during the credits, I think this marks the start of some really great things to come, across the board. For starters, as a director, Blank's got a definitive vision, and I think the biggest indicator of that is the fact that the film is shot in black and white. Now, I do understand that anybody can make a film in black and white, but the key is to do it with purpose, and here I believe that it serves a much greater purpose than some people might be able to see at first glance. I think that it's done to echo the commentary the film has about race and appropriation and gentrification. It's really brilliant in my opinion, and that's not even the best part. My favorite thing that Blank does, hands down, is insert these different aspects from other genres, because she does it so seamlessly, and it doesn't detract or distract from the main story at all. The greatest example I could give is the fact that some scenes are shot in like a documentary type style. There are even some very comedic cutaway gags littered throughout. There's even a rap battle scene that feels like it's ripped straight from 8 Mile in the film. I don't want to oversell it, but I think it has something in it for everybody. And when you view the story from a writer's perspective, that's especially admirable. And speaking of the writing, there's this really great line in the film that really stood out to me, not only because I think it's true, but because I think it does a really good job at summarizing what Radha most likely went through while putting this film together. And it goes like this: to stay an underdog, you've got to lose shit. And the film isn't so much about being willing to lose everything you have as it is about being fearful that you just haven't given it your all. And this is one film that I can genuinely say that I felt the director's all, because it all feels so real. And yes, some may argue that it feels real because she's playing a fictionalized version of herself, but it's not just her. It's the entire cast. The film is set in New York, and yes, I know it's Netflix's second NYC set film this month, woohoo, but the most important thing to really note is the fact that all of the characters, from the kids that she teaches when she's not moonlighting as a rapper, to her bougie gay best friend, and even the sweet DJ that takes her under his wing, all feel like genuine New Yorkers. For a black and white film, we have a really colorful cast of characters. As much as this film is about the importance of following your dreams, Blank takes pride in showcasing the New York City scene because, in some ways, I think it's responsible for her following her own. I really love this film. And while there is so much more I can say about it, I think you get the picture. It's perfect. And for that, I'm going to give the 40-year-old version 5 stars.
40-year-old version. White man with a black woman's butt. How you carry all that back there? What the
This was the first film that I've rated 5 stars on this channel all year long. And it deserved every last one of them, I'm not gonna lie. I highly recommend you guys check out this film. And if you want to see it right now, it's available on Netflix. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to view this video. It really does mean the world to me. And once again, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well for more new movie-related content weekly. Now, if you happen to see this film already, if you loved it, if you hated it, let me know what you thought about it down below in the comment section. I look forward to reading and responding to all of your comments. It's probably one of my favorite things to do as a content creator. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time that I have for you guys today. I am working on an abundance of stuff, so be on the lookout for more new content shortly. In fact, I should probably get back to work. Until next time, I'm Dempsey Pillard. Take care.